the top 3 teams in the USL League One standings have seen their gap at the top close lately, thanks to recording a total of 10 ties over the last 5 games. 2 of those sides will be looking to buck that trend tonight, the Chattanooga Red Wolves and the Greenville Triumph, as they face off in Tennessee, with first place potentially on the line. My name is Ross Davenport. Thanks for joining me this evening for what should be a fun matchup presented by Transcard between the Never Say Die home team and the struggling defending champs. Let's take a look at those standings coming into this one. As you can see, things are just a little tight. 11 of the 12 teams have between 4 and 6 wins, which really tells you everything you need to know about how competitive this league is in 2021. The Red Wolves are in second place only by goal difference, but Greenville managed to hang around the top 3 despite only winning 1 of their last 6. Let's get to our player to watch tonight, presented by Body Armor, the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Tonight we'll focus on captain Jose Carrera Garcia, the team's first signing of many this offseason. 26-year-old, used to play for the Las Vegas Lights, plays in midfield, hasn't missed a minute of action this evening, has a pair of assists, and including that beautiful one to Juan Galindras' goal of the week. Still looking for his first goal of the season, despite having 13 shots. Tonight would certainly be a good time for him to find the back of the net. And for Greenville, story of their season so far, other than the great start for Marius Lomas with his 11 goal, has been injuries. Coach John Harps told us this week 14 of 20 players have been banged up this season, as you can see from the graphic. Potential starting lineup's just been ravaged. Abdi Mohammed, he's listed there at the bottom, got injured last week. He may miss some time. But we may see Lachlan McLean come off the bench tonight, and veteran midfielder Don Smart will be making his second straight start after returning from his hamstring injury. So we're minutes away from kickoff here in Chattanooga. Stick around. We'll be right back with lineups and the opening whistle between the Chattanooga Red Wolves and the Greenville Triumph. You're watching USL League One on ESPN+.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
The day the world stopped, we found where to go. On, we're not going to leave any because we've learned that we're always there and made this good.
The unstoppable spirit lives inside all of us. For Matt and Lisa Kuhn, it's fueled by family, with a business backed by an unbreakable bond and a passion to innovate. They've become leaders in last-mile transportation. That's why First Horizon is proud to celebrate unstoppable spirits like Matt and Lisa. From the first stop to the final destination, we use our understanding to keep our clients on their unique path to success.
Table tilt. Let's take a look at our lineups first for the Red Wolves and their coach Jimmy Ablader, who celebrated a birthday earlier this week. Happy belated birthday to Jimmy. The big news here is the absence of super sub Marky Hernandez. He just had a child earlier this week. Congrats to him as well. He'll take a game off for some paternity leave, and after scoring that late tying goal in that game last week against North Texas, Jackson Dietrich sees his second start of the season likely on the left side of midfield. As for the Triumph, key injury to wingback Abdi Mohammed last week. That necessitates a return to their familiar 4-2-3-1 formation from last season. Cesar Murillo will move to his usual fullback spot, while Andrew Booth gets a 6th start in the last 7 games. We have Max Hemmings on the bench. We may see him as well as Lachlan McLean if his knee allows him. And you see those fancy new 3rd kits for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Almost a sort of cloud look. Our keys to the game brought to you by ASA Engineering for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Wing it. This 4-2-3 formation they're facing tonight, there's going to be some more space on the wings for them to exploit. Ricky Ruiz, Espana, get wide, get open, and for Greenville, forget about it. They've really got to move on from last week's disappointing loss when they're up 2-0, fell 3-2 to Tormenta.
And we are ready for kickoff.
And we're underway as our whistle from center referee William Steffen gets things going here in Chattanooga. Chattanooga in the all black, Greenville in their green, blue, and green kits. I mentioned Greenville coming off that disappointing loss to Tormenta. They were up 2-0 in that one. Blew that lead late and then lost 3-2 in the end. As you mentioned earlier, their injuries have really hurt this Greenville team. They haven't been able to find much of a flow, especially in the center and midfield, but they're starting to get healthy, still hanging around there in that top 3. They'd obviously love to be in that top 2 at the end of the season and get that first round bye. Much like North Carolina FC, who have really been getting healthy lately. Picked up that big 4-0 win over Richmond midweek as this one's cleared away by Brandon Fricky, starting in the center of that back line along with Evan Lee. Tyler Polak, this traditional left back spot. I mentioned no Marky Hernandez tonight for Chattanooga, so we won't see him off the bench late. They do have Rafa Minsigan though, former Lansing Ignite Memphis 901 player. Plenty of offense in the Brazilian. Chattanooga coming off that late game time goal. 1-1 draw with North Texas. There was only 6 minutes of injury time announced, and it went almost 8 before Dietrich flicked it into the back far corner. We have a foul here. It was on Jonathan Esparza, former USA U18. Started every game at left back so far for Jimmy Ableda. You see the early pressure here from Chattanooga. This one's cleared along, flicked on by Marius Lomas, the current Golden Boot leader with 11 goals. Has goals in 8 of his 13 games this season. Had the hat-trick obviously against New England 2. Hasn't scored in the last 2 though. The first time this season he's gone 2 straight without scoring. So Marius Lomas certainly be looking to get back on the score sheet this evening. He's got Alex Morel on his right, who's been playing very well of late, starting to get back to full health after starting the season a little banged up. That's a lovely ball down the right wing for Chattanooga. These red numbers on these black jerseys aren't the easiest to read on that far side. So that ball is going to go all the way through. And for perhaps a throw-in. You see Cesar Murillo there. At right back filling in for the injured Abdi Mohammed. John Harkes was using that wing-back formation with the 3 at the back and the 2 wing-backs, but he's had to go back to the traditional 4 at the back this evening. Harkes said this week they've had a difficult season. Sometimes guys have been switching off mentally, but have to be a little more focused, and you can't be unfocused against this Chattanooga chaotic offense they have going. As Booth knocks this one down towards Don Smart. Walker tries to settle down, but he's immediately dispossessed. Here's the big man, Juan Galindres. Lovely ball here. Through to Espana on that left side. Evan Lee comes over to pay him some attention, as does Murillo. Good work there by the back 4 duo for Greenville. They shepherd that one out for a goal kick. Greenville were very impressive in the first, I'll say, hour of that game against Tormenta last weekend. John Harkes really praising the spacing, the grouping, the creativity. They're hitting those vertical balls that he loves to see. But things just all went a little sour late. Ended up with that 3-2 loss. Dallas J clears this one away. foul there on Brandon Fricke. Can't see if he's still got the Band-Aid on his head. He had a full bandage on a couple of games ago. It was down to a Band-Aid last week after taking a cut. There's Juan Galindres, 27-year-old player of the month for June with 3 goals in only 123 minutes. He only started 5 games, but Jimmy Ableda clearly sees some goals in him. He's been giving them to him. This one's going to go out for a Chattanooga throw. Neither of these teams have been picking up wins lately. Chattanooga with only 1 win and 4 ties in their last 5 games. This one's in the corner. It's going to come off Tyler Polak, but stay in play. There's Ruiz. Ball comes in, looking for Galindres. Alex Morel will come away with it. Spaniard actually had the layoff looking for Galindres. Here comes the pressure. Greenville not dealing with it particularly well so far. Here's the captain. Ton of moves made in this offseason by Jimmy Ableda. And there, Daniel Navarro, 29-year-old, big presence at center back. Here's Esparza. Cross comes into the back post. It's off the back of a head and away by Greenville. Another big presence at the back, as you see there, Jason Ramos. He's been playing some defensive midfield as well of late, but back in the center back pairing tonight as Sebastian Kapazuki drops to the bench. One's going to come off the leg of a Chattanooga. No, it's going to be a corner. This corner kick is brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Bulls. There's a look at Evan Lee, who John Hark said had an amazing game last weekend. This one's going to be taken by Carrera Garcia. Ruiz taking it, some scramble in the box. There's a body on the ground, but it's cleared away and back over into the Chattanooga half of the field. But Jonathan Esparza picks it up. Greenville not seen much of the ball so far in this one in the first 7 minutes. Get our first sight of our goalkeeper for Chattanooga, Tim Truk. He didn't play in the first 8 games this season behind Sebastian Mora, but he started the last 4 and make that 5 now. Spent last season on the bench backing up Alex Mangles, who was not retained. Jimmy Ableda said of his goalkeepers, he just asks for them to make 3 saves a game. That's all he thinks they'll need in order for his team to win. See if that comes true tonight. Here's Don Smart. Well, this double team. This ball's not going to reach him. See Jimmy Ableda there in the background with his traditional white shirt and thin black tie. The birthday boy. That's a lovely ball through. Finds Dietrich. Perhaps some calls from handball from the visiting Greenville fans. Polak scoops it up in the air. Finally gets it away as Smart does the same, but Chattanooga with his traditional pressure. It's just Jimmy Ableda ball, cause chaos, get in the other team's face. That's a foul from behind on Don Smart. On the captain. Cal product, Jose Carrera Garcia. Was a conference assists leader twice while there. Navarro. Mistake there, but not going to cost him. Pressure now from Walker, as well as Smart. Villalobos. Maybe a foul there. It's a Chattanooga player on the ground. Andrew Booth was looking to take it quickly, but referee Stefan is not going to allow it with the player on the ground. Let's take a look there at Alex Morel. Let's take another look at that foul there. Villalobos' ball is half cleared. Looked like the foul was on Morel. I think it was on Ricky Ruiz, but Ruiz was called for the foul. Still down Ricky Ruiz. All-league player last season. Play anywhere in the midfield as well as center forward if needed. One of the many California-grown players on this team. Jimmy Ableda used to coach youth soccer in California. Big-time coach with Fullerton Rangers as a youth player. Marky Hernandez is not playing tonight. He won back-to-back Dallas Cup and national championships with Jimmy Ableda. Aaron Walker looks to perhaps lump this one into the box. Andrew Booth is there, though. Here comes the free kick from Walker. Looking for the header, Brandon Fricky, who was looking for Lomas. It's only half cleared by Chattanooga. Galindrez back there doing some defensive work. Gets a shove from Murillo, but keeps it in. Nice work there by the Columbia. Aaron Walker scored his first goal of the season last week for Greenville. Lovely finish. Here's Alex Morel. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship, League One, and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. The crossing cleared away there by Evan Lee. Headed back in. A little bit of head tennis here. This one's going to go through all the way through to Dallas Che. Had his first day off of the season recently when he took a game off, allowing Paul Christensen to make the team of the week. We have a player down. Dallas J, two-time goalkeeper of the year winner. He's had to pick the ball out the net a few more times this year, though. Still tied for second, though, in the league with the fewest goals allowed, 15 goals against. I think it might be Ricky Ruiz again. See number 12 on those shorts. 3 goals this season for Ricky Ruiz, 1 in each month. Also 3 assists. Played left back most of last season, but has been pushed up this year by Jimmy Ableda. Perhaps looking at his head. Ricky Ruiz is okay.
Body Armor, the official sports drink of your Chattanooga Red Wolves. Upgrade your sports drink with Body Armor. All digital displays in the stadium.
Talked to Jimmy Ableda about that tie against North Texas last weekend. He said it wasn't a great performance. They didn't really have their legs. This is the 3rd game in 11 days for Chattanooga. Said after about the 35th minute, they just didn't have their legs, but the guys that came in made a difference. And they got that important point on the road at North Texas. Never an easy place to play. As Ricky Ruiz is up. It's good to see. Certainly see a couple of minutes added on to the end of this first half when we get there. As Ruiz slowly makes his way off the pitch. Restart with a kick from Dallas J. Greenville with barely 29.7% possession so far in this one. It's been all the home team early. As we wait for the drop ball restart. And we will get things going again here in the 15th minute. No goals so far here from CHI Memorial Stadium. Ross Davenport here with you. Thanks for joining us. Chattanooga with far the better of these first 15 minutes or so. This ball long looking for Alan Galindres. Excuse me, Alan Gavilanes. We've got Galindres on one side and Gavilanes on the other. Gavilanes has really forged his spot there at that left wing position. He's now started 5 of the last 7. It's Brandon Fricky. Andrew Booth, couple of goals already this year on the ball now. Cleared away by Chattanooga. John Harks wanted to throw in, but didn't get it. See him there in the white. Don Smart here as Greenville look to settle down, work their way into this game. Don Smart with an attempted flick. He's fouled hard from behind by Daniel Navarro. Already has 4 yellow cards on the season. Not sure if we'll see one quite this early from referee Stefan. Don Smart coming off that hamstring injury. Let's take another look at that one. Rio's long ball. Wasn't bad, yeah. Bit of a reckless challenge there from Navarro. He's lucky to get away without the card on that one. Studs up. It results in a dangerous free kick here for Greenville. Tyler Polak and Aaron Walker standing behind this one. Surely to be looking for the head. That'll be the Lomas, Fricky, or Lee. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Polak, the home captain for Greenville. Walker, the away captain. This one swung in. Not a particularly great delivery from Tyler Polak, and it's cleared away by Chattanooga and into the stands by Booth. Talking about Alan Gavilanes, he was the one that set up the go-ahead goal in the first meeting between these two teams back on June 26th. His cross forced the own goal by Esparza. Gavilanes had a lovely moment last week when he nutmegged Josh Phelps. Great dribbler. Gavilanes has managed to forge his way into this team with those skills. Polak, he'll go all the way back to Dallas J. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forever-proud. Greenville trying to slow the pace down here. Probably a good thing after that frenetic start by Chattanooga. They've calmed down a little bit here. Greenville just having a tough time making much penetration into the final third. Blake Frischnick, who scored the game-tying goal in the last meeting, was on the bench this evening for Jimmy Ableda. Nice save there by Morrell. Immediately double-teamed, though. Walker. Swings it wide. Downs Jay going for a bit of a walkabout, clears it into the stands. There is Jimmy Ableda. Always animated, full of energy. I won't say how old he is. Just had that birthday earlier this week. He doesn't look his age, I'll give him that. We asked him about the fact that the top 3 sides have all drawn each other so far this season. Greenville, Omaha, and Chattanooga all tied each other in their meetings. He said certain teams you have to respect, certain games you need to show up for. This is certainly one of them. A win here would vault Chattanooga into first place on their own. Omaha playing later tonight at Tucson, monsoon rain permitting. Omaha could reclaim the lead. Reclaim the top spot if they win that one. If somebody were to win this one, Omaha would actually, Chattanooga go into first place with just a tie. They're currently second on goal difference, tied with 23 points with Omaha. Navarro. Esparza. Ramos going long. Nodded down there. Cleared away by Greenville. Marius Lomas with a bit of space for the first time, but ball bouncing off that turf, couldn't control it. Here's Espana. He's looking for Galindres, but the ball was behind him, and Don Smart comes back to clean up. Espana, former LA Galaxy youth, actually went to the same high school as Alan Gavilanes. St. Benedict's Prep in New Jersey. Here's Morel. Good tackle there by Espana, but it falls to Polak. Booth into Smart. Not for the first time tonight. He's clattered into from behind, but referee Stefan lets that one go, but not that tackle by Cesar Murillo. It seems like Murillo and Polak have switched fullbacks positions. We've seen that happen in the past. Harks does like to switch his wingers. We have seen him switch fullbacks on occasion. He must have seen something early that worried him regarding Cesar Murillo. I think he will say that Tyler Polak can cover pretty much anyone in the league. Well, we have seen Polak lack for speed at times in transition. Good work there. Morel with the display. That's going to be a yellow card. Surely. Well, normally anytime you pull a shirt back, that's a yellow card, but William Stefan is going to have a word maybe, but no, he's just going to have a free kick. It's a professional foul. As you can hear in the audio, everybody seems to agree it's a yellow except for William Stefan, the man that matters. Stopped to counterattack. That's a professional foul that should result in a card, but didn't this time. Walker. Morel loses possession there. Espana. Looking long for Galindres, who is offside. Aaron Walker, not used to being back there in that center back position, put his hand up and was glad to see the assistant referee agree with him. We saw an incident with Greenville earlier this season where everybody thought it was offside. The AR put his flag up and then put it down again. It resulted in a goal for JT Kamara. This time the red flag stayed up. Polak now back on his left side. Murillo. Eventually finds Morel. Good work there. A former Tormenta man. Here's a former Madison man. Smart with the cross in. It's deflected. Finds Booth on the edge of the 6-yard box, but he couldn't get it past Navarro. Chattanooga will clear. Better play here from Greenville the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. Weathered that early storm. I'm sure we'll see it come again, though. It's Walker. Looking for Lomas. Doesn't find him. Here comes Chattanooga. away Espana. Espana was on the Galaxy team that won the 2011 U17 Generation Adidas Cup. He played on that team alongside Paul Arriola, current U.S. men's national team player. He caused havoc down the left in the last meeting between these two teams, which is maybe why Polak was over there for a little while. Stefan's going to call a penalty. Evan Lee made contact, or is it going to be a free kick? It is going to be a free kick. He initially looked like William Stefan was pointing at the spot. Let's take another look at that foul. Good ball in by Carrera Garcia here. Flicked on by Villalobos. Clipped. Evan Lee doesn't seem to think there was contact. It was going to be a free kick. On the edge of the box, dangerous position, but maybe a little too close for a quality strike. It's about as close as you can get to being a penalty. Carrera Garcia putting the ball down. Stefan wasn't in a great position to see exactly where the contact was made. He was quite a bit behind play up. I assume he perhaps used his assistant referee to see where the contact was made. We saw Greenville give up a free kick to Luca Meyer last week. Will it be happening again here? From a very similar position, a little closer, a little more central. Greenville with the 5-man wall at the moment. Carrera Garcia. And Ricky Ruiz over. Gonna have some issues with the wall. The wall has to be a yard away. Chattanooga players have to be a yard away from that Greenville wall. Here we go. Well, maybe not. William Stefan's still got more work to do. He's telling those Chattanooga players to get that yard away from that wall. It's clear where Carrera wants to put this. Dallas Jay's position on that side of the goal. It's going to be hard for Carrera Garcia to get it over and to the right side of Jay. Here goes the free kick. It's deflected and in. Off the back, I think, of Tyler Polak. And the home team with a 1-0 lead here at CHI Memorial. Let's take another look at it. May have caught, it either caught the player in front of Polak or it caught Tyler Polak. Let's take another look at it here in the slow-mo if we can see it. Maybe it didn't get deflected. Either that or Dallas Jay just didn't get a good look at it. And our player to watch this evening, Jose Carrera Garcia, the captain, has his team up 1-0 against the defending champions. In the 27th minute. Well, Greenville's troubles with set pieces continue. It's been a problem at times this season for John Harkes' men. So just when it looked like Greenville were getting their way back into this game, they find themselves down. Not the best of balls there. Go out all the way for a goal kick. Cesar Maria making a nice run from his right back position. Carrera Garcia's first goal of the season. We mentioned he'd had 13 shots coming in. His 14th one found the back of the net. Good press here by Alex Morel. So Ricky Ruiz playing a little more centrally now. Here comes Chattanooga into that final third. Into the box, Galindrez with his hold-up play. Ruiz to Villalobos. Good save by Dallas Jay. Was in the right place at the right time to stop Galindrez. Right on the penalty spot. Wasn't the best of strikes. So Chattanooga putting that press on now, looking for that second goal. Booth. Looking for Lomas. Here's Lomas, chipping it through, looking for Smart. Finds the Jamaican on the edge of the box, no handball. But Smart can't get it under control, but does in the end find Lomas. Gavilanes. Trying to use those quick feet, but can't get out of it. Good work there by Jonathan Ricketts. It's going to be a foul. It's Jackson Dietrich on that right-hand side. Tyler Polak feeling that one. Let's take another look at the foul. Belindres was trying to use his quick feet to get out of this jam. Didn't end up doing it. It was actually Dietrich with the tackle. And then just a hip check by Polak, and yeah, that one will hurt. So William Steffen will have a word with Tyler Polak. Yet to miss a minute this season. He's also played some center back for John Harkes. First ever Greenville signing. As Ramos clears this one downfield. Looking for the headlock of Lindres. And we're going to have our hydration break. A little past the halfway mark, but John Harkes will take advantage of this one. You can see he's not particularly pleased with what's going on. His team down 1-0 here on the road to the Chattanooga Rebels.
The official has indicated a hydration break. This break could last up to 3 minutes.
Possession so far in favor of Chattanooga, 53.4%. 3 total shots for them, just the one off target for Greenville. See the dress shirt look from John Harkes tonight. Usually see him in the polo. He does bring out the dress shirt on occasion. You can see his frustration with his team at the moment. They played their way back into it before that goal. There's Jimmy Ableda. Their 5 losses last season, they were all by 1 goal. Jimmy Ableda has really turned it around this year. A lot more 1-goal games going in their favor. Their only loss so far this year was to Tormenta in early June. This is their first of 4 or 5 games at home. They've gone 7 straight without a loss. Some fans filling up CHI Memorial Stadium. Still under construction. You can see them building some what look like luxury boxes behind the bleachers on the far side there. Of course, in Stadium News, we had the announcement that Portland, Maine was going to the city to look for a potential stadium site for that potential team up there in the Northeast. Galindra is now on the right side. He's looking for the foul, didn't get it. Comes Villalobos. Swings it right to Alex Morel, who's now, switched wings with Gavilanes. Not sure if that was a foul. Marius Lomas puts his hands to his head as Jackson Dietrich goes down. Not under much pressure. Looking to start the second half of the season on a high note. Oakland Roots SC welcomes high-powered Phoenix Rising FC when the USL and ESPN continues. Don't miss any of the action from the Golden State Wednesday, August 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. That's Oakland Roots against Phoenix Rising. Ricky Ruiz wants to start play quickly here, but referee's not allowing him to. He'll go backwards here. As the sun is finally starting to set behind those bleachers. Navarro with a good run forward. Looking wide for Ricketts, who we mentioned earlier. Started every game at right back so far this season for Chattanooga. Scored a goal against Tucson. Actually played with Rafa Menzigan at Bryan College back in 2016. Had 33 goals there, did Ricketts. Is Alex Morel helping back? Lomas, nice touch. Pulled back. John Hart's wondering how many fouls it's going to take to perhaps produce a yellow. Well, this is Chattanooga's game. They play the referee just like everybody should, but they sort of play on the edge, right on that line between legal and illegal. Good job there by Murillo, keeping that one. Jay, 35 minutes in here. Chattanooga 1, Greenville 0, thanks to the 27th minute goal by Jose Carrera Garcia. Jay's just going to go long. Looking for Gavilanes. Villalobos. Carrera Garcia. It's going to be a good battle all night between him and Don Smart. Esparza goes long, but cleared away there. Out to Smart. You can see Chattanooga just don't let you get even 1 or 2 seconds on that ball without being hassled. Exactly how Jimmy Ableda wants to play, and he's brought the players in this year to do it. He didn't have them quite last year. Obviously off to a great start here in 2021. Gavilanes, pressured by España. Walker swings it wide, looking for Morel. Morel first time. Easy for Tim Trill. Booth. Just dispossessed. No time for anybody in the midfield for Greenville at the moment.
Confessions brought to you this evening by Coca-Cola. Quench your thirst with a Coca-Cola beverage. Together it tastes better. Coca-Cola is the exclusive.
Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Meola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Booth. People starting to make some inroads here into that final third. Still yet to put a shot on Tim Trill's goal. Lee. Walker's. Greenville tried to switch the angle of attack. Murillo was looking for Gavilanes, couldn't find him. Full season Murillo, the only 2-time USL League One champion. One back in 2019 with North Texas, and then obviously last year with this Greenville side. Here's Lee. Polak. So Tyler Polak bombing forward in that wingback system that John Harkes was using until that Abdi Mohammed injury last week. Can't get quite as far forward in this 4-back system. He still does like to get down that wing, as that's a foul there by Morel. It's the 7th foul conceded by Greenville. Still no yellow cards in this one, though. Let's take another look at that foul by Morel. Ricketts Morrell looked like he got his foot on the ball, but perhaps used a bit of leverage to get around Ricketts with his hands. William Steffen knows this game could potentially get out of hand if he doesn't use the whistle early, so he's calling pretty much everything early. Probably a smart thing to do. Trilk. Morrell going to get to this one. No, he's not. So coming up here on 5 minutes left in this first half. Chattanooga 1, Greenville 0. Score probably reflects the early domination that Chattanooga had in this game before Greenville started to play their way back into it. Walker loses his footing. He's feeling that one. Back up now on his feet though as Booth knocks that one out for a Chattanooga throw. Second trip to Greenville this season to Chattanooga. They do have 3 of the next 5 games away as well, and they're long road trips. Toronto, Fort Lauderdale, and Tucson. 2 of them with short rests. Greenville could really use 3 points here. That one's going to be a foul on Ricky Ruiz, and then gets a little shoulder from Brandon Fricke just to remind him. Steffen gets in there to separate them nicely. Dallas J wants to have a word. Brandon Fricke. Started every game at center back this season. Only 3 players have started all 13 games for Greenville. Fricke, Polak, and not Dallas. I was going to say Dallas J, but it's not Dallas J. Lomas is the 3rd one. I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. Dallas J took a break, as we mentioned, with Paul Christensen filling in very nicely a couple of games ago. Here is Fricke now. Frustrating first half for the men in green. No shots on goal and a 1-0 deficit. This is Lomas now, though. Maria pinching in from his right back spot. Smart finds Lomas, but good work there by Daniel Navarro. Former Oakland Roots player, we mentioned them earlier, playing on ESPN2 coming up. There's Fricke from behind on Galindres. Perhaps some of that frustration coming out from the former Lansing man.
All digital displays in the stadium this evening provided by Plainview LED. For any and all your digital display needs, Plainview LED.
Galindres still down on the ground. 6 goals for him this season. 5 in his last 7 games. He's 1 goal a week the last 2 weeks. He actually played for Diego Maradona during a spell in Mexico with Dorados de Sinaloa. Good sportsmanship there between the two. They're going to be battling, you'd think, for most of this 90 minutes tonight. Esparza swings this one into the box. Galindres was looking for the chest ball, but didn't quite make correct contact. Carrera Garcia. Galindres coming back from an offside position. You can see how touchy referee Steffen is with that whistle, just in case there's any extracurriculars after the original whistle. Maria. Walker. Looking for a penetrating ball and finds it. Good touch by Polak. Morrell. Looking to take on his defender. Gets a shot through. Was looking for Lomas. Could have worked out either way. Probably was a little far out to trouble Truk, but Lomas was in the vicinity. A touch either side of Truk could have put that one in the back of the net. A minute or so to go before injury time. Truk taking his time, letting his players get a breather. Ruiz. Gonna have a corner kick here for Chattanooga. This corner kick brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves.
By your local Ford dealer. Let's hear you, Red Wolves fans.
Ruiz will take this one. He'll swing it in left-footed. Hey, ladies behind you, there's something going on in the field here you might want to watch. Guess not. Ruiz is trying to, I think, get a Greenville player 10 yards back. Here comes the corner. It's to absolutely nobody. And it'll roll all the way out for a goal kick. So we will have 4 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Chattanooga 1, Greenville 0. Both teams looking for only their second win in the last few games. Been a lot of ties. Greenville with a couple of losses. It's resulted in a big logjam in the standings, as you saw before the game. 11 of 12 teams in this league with between 4 to 6 wins. There's now only 8 points separating 11th from the top. For instance, the win for Tucson tonight could vault them up from 10th to potentially 4th, depending on goal difference. A free kick here for Greenville, Polak and Walker. Referee's going to ask for Ruiz to give 10 yards. Of course, he's not listening. Just keep walking back till the ref tells you you're good, Ricky. It's pretty simple. Here comes Polak. Better delivery this time, looking for the header Lomas. It's flicked up in the air. Lee's there. It's hacked away in the end. Here comes Ruiz. Polak back there. No, it's a foul, but the referee's going to play advantage. Here comes Dietrich, the goal scorer from last weekend. Lovely ball for Galindrez. He's got Evan Lee beat. First touch wasn't great. And as a result, the left-footed shot almost hits the Giants' video board here. With a nice counter-attack by Chattanooga. Greenville will be grateful that didn't result in a goal. First touch just let him down a little bit, did the Colombian. Let's take another look at it here. Tyler Polak may receive a yellow card for that play. Dietrich on his horse, looked for help. Found a lovely ball to Galindrez, and yeah, his first touch with the left foot was just a little heavy. Evan Lee was keeping track with him though.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Greenville's number 3.
And indeed, Tyler Polak receives the first yellow card of the evening. That'll be his 5th yellow card of the season. There's Lomas. He's dispossessed by Carrera Garcia, who's had a great half from that center defensive midfield position. Scored the goal, the game's opening goal. Oh, and now we're going to have some issues. That was a kick out by Ricky Ruiz. I'm not sure if the referee got a good look at it. John Harks with the hands out asking exactly what happened. Perhaps we'll get another look at it. The 4th official is over there to provide some input. Referee Steffen's going to have a word, it looks like, with Aaron Walker. John Harks with the wink at Ricky Ruiz. Our 4th official this evening is Sarah Gaddis on the far side there. We're going to restart with a throw-in. No free kick either way. Seen some crunching challenges here in the last couple of minutes. We've got 2+ minutes to go here. Excuse me, less than 15 seconds to go. The math is terrible. Now we're going to have a foul. A long whistle from referee Steffen. Andrew Booth is the man down. Booth was on the run into the Chattanooga half. Carrera got the ball, but then may have clipped Booth on the way past. Looks like that may take us to the half. I think William Steffen is going to say that Carrera Garcia got the ball, and that will indeed be halftime. So a strange end to the half, but a good first half by the home team. They will take a 1-0 lead into the second 45 minutes here from CHI Memorial Stadium. Jose Carrera Garcia, the captain, with the goal. So we'll be back here with you in a little while. Stay tuned for our halftime report, highlights, news and notes, etc. from USL League One. As Chattanooga Red Wolves go into the break with a 1-0 lead over the defending champion Greenville Triumph.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
The day the world stopped, we found where to go. On, we're not going to leave any because we've learned that were always there and made this good.
The unstoppable spirit lives inside all of us. For Matt and Lisa Kuhn, it's fueled by family, with a business backed by an unbreakable bond and a passion to innovate. They've become leaders in last-mile transportation. That's why First Horizon is proud to celebrate unstoppable spirits like Matt and Lisa. From the first stop to the final destination, we use our understanding to keep our clients on their unique path to success.
Welcome back to halftime between Greenville and Chattanooga, brought to you by Transcard. Let's take a look at some highlights from earlier this week in USL League One. This week we had some fun ones with plenty of goals, including this first one on Sunday. We had North Carolina FC against Toronto FC. This one was all about Garrett McLaughlin, easy goal here, but the second one we'll see in a minute was not an easy one. NCFC would tie things up here as Thorne Simpson pokes home the rebound from a couple of yards out. Nice cross by JT Kamara in the end, causing all sorts of havoc in the 6-yard box. And here's the one that will likely win goal of the week, I think, if it didn't. Here's the cross. And watch Garrett McLaughlin here, about 8 yards out with a bicycle kick. Beautiful goal. A lot more difficult than the first one. His last one was also relatively easy. He did end up getting the hat trick, but North Carolina wouldn't go away. Cold frame, taking on defenders, a little crossover move and a nice left-footed finish. That tied things up at 2. But Antonio Carlini with a lovely strike from the edge of the box, given far too much space. That would make it 3-2. And then here's Garrett McLaughlin to finish off his hat-trick. Big move up the goal charts for him. 4-2 victory in the end for Toronto FC 2. We will see them again in a minute. We will also see North Carolina right now. They would bounce back nicely on Wednesday here against Richmond. Robert Christo spent most of the first part of the season on the injured list. This was a lovely floated header inside the far post to give NCFC the early lead at home. 1-0 there. Now, the second goal, he would score in a little bit. We'll get to that in a second. It says Alex Anderson with a flashing header just wide of the far post. We mentioned Robert Christo. Scored the first goal with his head. This one, he used his head in a different way. Quick turn here, looked up, saw where the goalkeeper was. Way off his line, and what a finish by Christo. That made North Carolina a 2-0 lead. So 2 goals from Christo, and Josh Cohn said, well, if you can score 2, then I can as well. As they celebrate that goal with Christo. Here's Josh Cohn on the right. Cuts back in. No, he's not. He's going to go right. And nice flashing finish past the diving Akira Fitzgerald. That's a 3-0 lead. As North Carolina bounced back from that loss earlier in the week, but they weren't done. Josh Cohn would make it 4-0 in a second, but this was a nice chance by Emiliano Terzaghi. Not sure how he missed that one. You expect the Argentine to put that one away. There's another left-footed shot, just went wide of the post. You can see the veteran left a little frustrated, but here's a giveaway, and Josh Cohn got the pace, got the skills, and a lovely finish from 20 yards out past Akira Fitzgerald. That made it 4-0 nice at North Carolina. A nice bounce back for the new boys in USL League One. And we said we'd see Toronto again, and there they were in action on Friday night against New England 2. Great save here by Joe Rice, making himself big, just like you're supposed to do. Keeping the score at 0-0 here, and then watch this goal line clearance by Kaye. What an acrobatic header. See Joe Rice giving him the thanks right after that one. But it was Ryan Spalding who would have the final say in this contest. Left-footed finish deflected and into the back of the net to gives the Revs 2 the victory in this one. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at some USL League One news and notes from around the league.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
The 18, the Marcus Sargent goes to his left, hard strike, and it's in the net, 2-1 Oakland. Blanchett, another massive stop. Scoots deflected, and a big save from Rawls as Asante takes this on. Oh, that's a tremendous goal from Solo. Gotta get it.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
The most important thing I do is I try to listen to my patients.
I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, and I try to relate to them and make them understand I get it.
Have some empathy of what they're dealing with.
Vascular surgery, I think, is probably one of the most rewarding because of that long-term relationship.
This is not a job. This is who we are.
Visit ChattanoogaHeart.com/vascular center.
Welcome back to Halftime, brought to you by Transcard. Transcard is a world leader in payments technology solutions for financial institutions, technology companies, and businesses. Let's take a look at some news and notes from around USL League One. Some exciting stadium news from Portland, Maine there. Garrett McLaughlin with his hat-trick winning the Player of the Week, and the league meetings concluded in San Antonio with the news that you could perhaps place as some USL teams coming up in a future video game. Exciting stuff there. Now let's get to the scoreboard. Some games from obviously from Friday night. New England Revolution with that 1-0 win, keeping up the pace in the playoffs. North Carolina, big win on Wednesday, bouncing back from that, as you see that 4-2 loss to Toronto on the bottom left of your screen. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for USL League One. Saturday tonight, we've got Fort Madison against Fort Lauderdale. Madison really trying to get their season going. Also Tormenta against Richmond in that southern battle. And then the late matchup this evening, FC Tucson against Union Omaha. And they're coming up on Friday. An early start for those of you that get off work for the weekend early. Toronto FC versus Greenville. And we'll be right back here with you with more halftime with the highlights from the first half between Greenville and Chattanooga coming up here.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
The day the world stopped, we found where to go. We're not going to leave any because we've learned that we're always there and made this good.
The most important thing I do is I try to listen to my patients.
I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, and I try to relate to them and make them understand I get it.
Have some empathy of what they're dealing with.
Vascular surgery, I think, is probably one of the most rewarding because of that long-term relationship.
This is not a job. This is who we are.
Visit ChattanoogaHeart.com/vascular center.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Welcome back to halftime presented by Transcar. Chattanooga with a 1-0 lead over Greenville. Let's take a look at our first half highlights presented by CHI Memorial. Greenville didn't have a whole lot of chances in that first half. This was an early half chance in the 24th though. Cesar Morel looking for Alex Morel. Morel switching from that left side and the right side during that first half. Ball would eventually find Don Smart. His cross would come in and Andrew Booth with a half chance, but cleared it away. No shots on goal in that first half. Excuse me, 2 shots on goal in that first half for Greenville. Nothing that really challenged Tim Truck, however. 3 minutes after that half chance for Greenville would be the first goal of the game. And it would come via the boot of Jose Carrera Garcia. Here was the initial foul. Called on Evan Lee right on the edge of the box. The referee had to think twice about whether it was a free kick. Contact was definitely just outside the box. Evan Lee disagreed with the call. And here comes that free kick from Carrera Garcia. Deflected off the back. We're not sure if it was a teammate or Tyler Polak who it touched, but it went in the back of Dallas Jay's net for a 1-0 lead for the home team. Captain's first goal of the year. They almost made it 2-0 just after that. Galindrez with the turn, but the shot was right at Dallas Jay. So your halftime score, as we mentioned, 1-0 in favor of the home team. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Brought to you by Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Stats reasonably balanced. 4 shots to 3 for Chattanooga. Greenville got going in the middle of the first half, right before that goal, and then got things going a little bit at the end. Offsides 2 for Chattanooga, 0 for Greenville. Greenville will have to try and get something going here in the second half if they want to get back into this match. Haven't really threatened Tim Schrock's net, as we mentioned. Shout out to the fans at the watch party at Yeehaw Brewing back in Greenville watching this one. Won't be happy so far, but there's still 45 minutes to get this one back on track. We see a substitution immediately for Greenville. J.J. Donnelly has entered the game for Alan Gavilanes. J.J. Donnelly hasn't played in the last 2 games, has 9 sub-appearances this season, so this will be his 10th. Only the 1 start this season, back in June against Tormenta. It's his 3rd season with the Greenville Triumph. J.J. Donnelly, former product of the Tormenta organization. So we're underway here in the second half from CHI Memorial Stadium. Chattanooga 1, Greenville nothing. Donnelly will likely just be a straight swap on that wing for John Harks. Donnelly can play anywhere across that midfield, also up front if needed. Here's Don Smart. Looking for Lomas, but Troke's there easily to claim that one. Alan Gavilanes just perhaps a little physically outmatched in that first half by that big Chattanooga backline. I don't mean big as in potentially taller, just a very thick backline. Alan Gavilanes short and slight, but with those quick feet, just really couldn't use them to much effect. So the first sub of the match is for Greenville. Polak. The only man with a yellow card in that first half. Fricky, all the way back to Jay. Here comes the pressure from Galindres. Walker under pressure from Villalobos. Good look at Jonathan Ricketts. Evan Lee called for a blocking foul. From Galindres. Chattanooga only have the 1 clean sheet this season. That came way back in the season opener against North Texas. Halfway to their 2nd one of the season here. Hasn't really been under threat at all in this first 47.5 minutes. Jay comes out to claim this header by Ricketts. Booth. Don Smart. Need to get him going if he's Greenville are going to get back in this game. There's a pullback on Chattanooga. Quick restart by the visitors. Polak. Here's Booth. Well, not the best of passes, intercepted by Ricketts. Rebels coming the other way. Nice touch by Galindres. That could be the 2nd yellow card of the game. A late challenge by Alex Morel. Cabrera Garcia is not happy with that challenge at all. Looks like it might just be a word from William Steffens. Jason Ramos wants the card. You can check out the new 2021 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. Chattanooga wearing those nice 3rd kits tonight. A lot of the teams in the league this year going with the black. Ricky Ruiz still down. Been in the wars tonight, has Ruiz. He's down back in the first half for a good chunk change, which resulted in those 4 minutes of injury time. Back up on his feet again now, though, the 24-year-old out of Lake Elsinore, California. So we hear a plane flying over CHI Memorial Stadium. And we'll restart here with a free kick by Ramos. Esparza flicks it in, looking for Espana. But Dietrich finds it, gets a left-footed shot away. It's deflected and out for a corner. Let's take another look at that shot. Here's Dietrich, the left-footed attempt, and yeah, deflected away for a corner. This corner kick brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Rebels. This one's played into the box. Looking for the back post and Ramos, but he was climbing all over Brandon Fricke. That'll be a free kick on the edge of the Greenville 6-yard box. Fricke does still have that butterfly plaster on his eye. It's been a couple weeks now since he took that headshot. JJ Donnelly perhaps going up top alongside Marius Lomas. Maybe more of a 4-4-2 now employed by John Harkes. Looks like Don Smart on the right with Booth and Walker in the middle, Morrell on the left, and Donnelly and Lomas up top. For those with good memories, you remember JJ Donnelly scored a cracking goal in a 1-0 win at Forward Madison back in 2019. Also scored last season on an assist from Lachlan McLean. It was an injury time winner against Tormenta. It's going to be an offside. Ruiz came back from an offside position to claim that ball. Polak looking for Donnelly. Nice layoff to Morrell. He's clattered into from behind. That's going to be the first yellow card of the evening for the home team, and it will go to Jason Ramos. It'll be his 3rd of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Chattanooga's number 4.
Isn't it? Look at that foul by Ramos on Donnelly. Donnelly had position on him, and yeah, it's just clumsy from Ramos. He didn't even need to get involved. Ball had already been passed away. Ramos, who came through a tryout last season, hasn't missed a minute this year. Polak and Walker. See if they can give Greenville a chance to tie this one up. Here's the delivery from Walker to the far post, but that's far too easy for Trill. Ball's got to be delivered with more pace than that if you're going to trouble that man. Delindres using that big body to full effect. He's being triple teamed over there. Still manages, no, it's going to go Greenville's way. I thought he was going to manage to get a throw in. Good tracking back by Dietrich. Knocks it away from Morrell. Polak. Morrell's making a nice run, but Polak instead cuts inside. Back to Morrell. And back to Polak. He's going to earn himself a corner. First corner of the game for the visitors. This corner is brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Rebels. It will be taken by Alex Morrell, right in front of one of the locker rooms here at CHI Memorial. Here's the ball from Morrell, and it's an awful delivery and cleared away front post, but only as far as Booth. He lobs it back in. Missed there by Esparza, but Ruiz will come away with it. So we'll go all the way back to Dallas J. We have a goal in Statesboro. Tormenta with a second-minute penalty by Marco Micheletto. Now have a 1-0 lead against the Richmond Kickers. The other game now going on is for Madison hosting Fort Lauderdale. Here's Walker. Chips in towards Lomas. Lomas just got his legs caught up, and Schrock will once again gratefully put his hands on that easy ball. The United Soccer League, all 12 League One clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. It's a pullback on Lee. And that's going to be a yellow cards are coming now. That will be the second one of the afternoon or the evening for Chattanooga. It goes to Jackson Dietrich, the goal-scoring hero late last weekend against North Texas. 24-year-old from Germany, played his college ball at Wright State alongside Derry Korf of FC Tucson, who we'll see later this evening. I'll be bringing you that game, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chattanooga Red Wolf substitution entering the match, number 9.
We're going to have an early substitution. As Jackson Dietrich, who just received that yellow card, will make way for Rafa Minsigan.
Substitution sponsored by D1 Training Chattanooga. Train different.
Minsigan, who started the year on the injured list, he missed the first 7 games of the season. Scored against Tormenta a couple of weeks ago. Scored 3 goals for Memphis at the USL Championship last year. Remember, he scored 4 goals in his final 9 starts for the Lansing Ignite back in 2019. As Cesar Murillo runs over Minsigan. Some good work by Jackson Dietrich in his second start of the season. That substitution by Chattanooga was brought to you by D1. Ramos. Navarro going backwards. JJ Donnelly in the vicinity. Stroke boots this one away with his left foot. Not particularly dealt with well by Evan Lee. Manages to get ahead on it at the second attempt and back to Dallas J. Fricky. Here's Morel. Knocks it past Ricketts. Left footed cross in. Just past the head. I think it was Lomas. Ball comes back in and in the back of the net. Marius Lomas. He missed the first attempt, not the second one. His 12th goal of the season. And what a time for Lomas to get his dozen.
Greenville triumph goal, number 9.
Red Wolves defense just fell asleep and lost track of the one man you can't do that with. Here's the initial chance. Morel with a left-footed cross. It wasn't Lomas initially, it was Donnelly actually whose head it skipped off, and Lomas just hung around the penalty spot. Cross came in from Walker. And Lomas was the first man to the ball. 1-1 now here. Against the run of play, Greenville have tied things up, and it's that man from the Netherlands again. Lovely ball in by Walker. And here comes Chattanooga, Espana. Plenty of Greenville players back though, and they'll clear it away by Booth, but Booth almost gives it away to Walker, and that's going to be, yes, another yellow card. The third one of this half for Chattanooga. This one will go to the captain, Jose Carrera Garcia. He will join Jason Ramos on the book, who's still on the field. Dietrich got one just before being substituted.
Chattanooga's number 8, Jose Carrera Garcia.
Let's take another look at it here. Walker was trying to let the ball come across him, and Carrera Garcia had already committed. And Marius Lomas brings the triumph right back into this contest.
Sessions brought to you this evening by Coca-Cola. Quench your thirst with a Coca-Cola beverage. Together, taste better.
Don Smart now. Smashes that cross attempt off Navarro and out for a throw. Greenville have actually had 60% possession in the second half, but really hadn't threatened Tim Truick until that moment. John Hark said during the week, been drawing on the results they've been getting to motivate them. Still been hanging in there, battling, and that's exactly what they've done tonight. Just hung around, hung around. Aaron Walker with the beautiful cross, and Marius Lomas with the finish. Here's Maria. Galindrez got away with backing in there. Donnelly tries to get a foot on it. This one will go all the way back to Dallas Che. 6 shots for the Red Wolves tonight, 4 for the Triumph. 3 on goal from each team. Formation change to 4-4-2, which Greenville, if you remember, started the season in the 4-4-2 with Lachlan McLean alongside Marius Lomas, but when McLean got injured, Harks went to the 3-5-2. Or more like 3-5-1-1. And now back to the 4-4-2 with Donnelly. Mitzigan goes down. Advantage is going to be played. Here's Espana looking to take on Polak. Polak with a nice decisive move to cut him off. Here comes Greenville. Morel, Lomas. Looking to get involved in the build-up now. Smart. Knocked off the ball cleanly by Ruiz. Here comes Chattanooga the other way. Ruiz with some space. He's got Galindrez on his left. Tries to take it on his own, though, and a good step tackle by Brandon Fricke. Goes out for a throw. This game's come to life a little bit here in this second half, thanks to that Greenville goal. So a throw in here, not a whole lot of room to get a run up at CHI Memorial. Similar to Legacy early. Those close advertising hoardings. There's Esparza. Gets ready to take the free kick, the throw in, but Stefan's going to have a word with somebody in the 6-yard box. Don't forget, stick around after the game for all the full-time highlights. Save of the game, play of the match, as well as our full-time stats. Still plenty of time left in this one, though. We're only in the 64th minute from Chattanooga. Red Wolves 1, Triumph 1. Here comes the throw, finally, from Esparza. Cleared away by Donnelly. Kept in well, though, by Esparza. And he's going to go out for a throw. The crowd nicely filled in, I should say, tonight at CHI Memorial. Jimmy Ableda was really praising the atmosphere at his home field this season. Said they get about 2,000 consistently. He wants to turn this stadium into the mecca of soccer in the South, he said, when they're done with the construction. And we're going to have a replay of that same throw from before from Esparza. This one a little better. Good header back in, but then eventually cleared away by the Triumph. Not sure how Jimmy Ablada feels about the color of the construction going on. Very much Greenville colors behind the bleachers there. Not bleachers, they do have actual seats. So Lomas tries to get this one away, and eventually Maria will. Looking for J.J. Donald. Here comes Morel. In some space. He's got Dali on his inside. Morel's going to turn on the gas. He's not going to beat Ramos, though. It will be a corner kick, however, for Greenville. Their second one of the match. Good work there by Alex Morel. You'd expect him to beat Ramos in a race almost every time, but Ramos, with those long strides, did well and forced the corner rather than a shot on goal. The corner kick is brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Rebels. Alex Morel trying to catch his breath after that long run. See if he can do that and catch a nice ball into the box as well. Here comes the ball in. Troke with a nice claim on the edge of his 6-yard box right in front of Lee and Lomas. And a good goal kick as well, looking for Ruiz. Polak's there though. He tidies up and Booth will go all the way back to Jay. I mentioned the early injuries for Greenville. Noah Pilato, all-league player last year, such a key midfielder for Greenville, is jogging. There's only at least a number of weeks away from returning. Is Minsigan. Espana lofts it in, looking for Galindrez. Minsigan almost gets on the end of it, but it was just out of his reach. Will Mejia also out as well. Jacob Goodall's on the bench. He's recovering from a concussion. Here comes Lomas. He's healthy. Played every game so far this season. Walker. Swings it over to Smart. Don Smart with a goal and 2 assists this season. Walker. Polak pitching into that middle a little bit, getting involved. Booth. Lovely ball to Polak. Maybe just a little heavy. Gets a touch on it though, but can't cut it back enough to find Lomas, who goes down under a challenge from Navarro, but both big men are up on their feet.
All digital displays in the stadium this evening.
For the W, the USL recently announced the formation of the USL W League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer, both on and off the pitch. It's comprised of clubs from across the Championship, League One, League Two, as well as new expansion markets. The W League set to begin play in 2022 in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to uslwleague.com to learn more. J.J. Donnelly. Don Smart almost turned into trouble in the form of Minsigan, but turns away. The Jamaican now. Not the best of balls there. Espana. Chattanooga have 3 1-1 draws in their last 5 coming into this one, as we have a stoppage in play for something.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. A phone has been found in the restroom area.
It's Don Smart who's down.
It's
like a bit of cramp, perhaps, in his calf. Hopefully not the hamstring he was dealing with earlier this season. Greenville do have Jesus Ibarra, Max Hemmings on the bench. Hemmings perhaps not fully healthy, but he could go perhaps 15, 20 minutes if need be. Don Smart's feeling that one though. Looks like it is his shin or his calf. We are going to have a water break, it looks like. John Hark's in a much better mood now than he was in that first hydration break. His team has come back in this one. As you see Max Hemmings stretching just in front of the bench. Looks like that might be the end of the night for Don Smart. He's making his way. Well, the game was stopped for the injury, so he does have to come off. It's in the mid-80s right now in Chattanooga with 59% humidity, so a sweaty night, as you can see from those jerseys. Tuning into that late match in Tucson. That should be cooler in Tucson right now than it is in Chattanooga. The monsoon went through earlier today. Hopefully we don't get any more rain in Tucson. We'll only be in the high 70s there this evening for that matchup against Union Omaha, the first place team in the standings at the moment. Well, actually, I take that back. Chattanooga will go into first place with a point in this one. Still 0-0 in Madison, between Madison and Fort Lauderdale, and 1-0 Tormenta over Richmond as we get this one restarted. Thanks to Stefan's whistle. He brings Don Smart back on. Just by a Greenville flag being waved in the crowd behind the Greenville bench. I know a few of the Reedy River Riot have made the trip 3.5 hours or so to Chattanooga. Here's Ramos. Carrera Garcia. Smart just hammers this one into the advertising hoardings. Esparza being told to take it from the correct spot. Gets the ball back, goes all the way back to Ramos. The one sub made by each team so far. Mitskin and Donnelly on. Dietrich and Gavilanes is off. Ramos with a nice ball. Left side. Esparza was looking for Mitsigan, couldn't find him. We'll get a throw in though. Carrera Garcia with some space to perhaps deliver a ball into the danger zone. Nope. He's going to go with the slow build up instead. This Greenville block can be difficult to penetrate at times. Lovely ball through to Minskin though. What a tackle by Don Smart. Minskin was looking for the cutback for either Galindras or Ricketts, and Don Smart, with those tired veteran legs, still managed to make that great sliding block. And now he's asking for a sub. Don Smart. It appears his evening will be over. Just he finished in style with that sliding block. So we'll have another pause in the action here. Talking about injuries for Greenville. Chattanooga are pretty healthy. Walefi, the only one not healthy enough for the 18 today. The veteran defensive midfielder. We may see him later this year. We are going to have another hydration break here. Probably benefit John Harkes as he gets a little time to think about who to replace Don Smart with.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated a hydration break. This will last up to 3 minutes.
Again, the option might be Jesus Ibarra, the only real true winger on the bench at the moment for Harkes. Could also bring Max Hemmings on if he wanted to go a little more defensive. Jimmy Ableda giving his enthusiastic instructions. Available for him on the bench, Ray Ortiz, Blake Frischnick, Ronaldo Pineda. Among the midfield and attacking options, Jorge Luna and Sebastian Kapazuki also on the bench on the defensive side of things. As Don Smart makes his way to the dugout. Good shift by the veteran of over 150 games in the NASL and USL. Spent time with Indy 11 as well as Miami FC 2, Fresno. Of course, those 2 seasons with Madison. Under coach Darryl Shore there. sure John Harkes would be happy to come out of here with another point. He obviously loved the 3, but you always take a point on the road, especially against one of the best teams in the league. John Harkes looking almost Jimmy Ablader animated here. He wants that game winner in these last 15 minutes. As the crowd's getting up for this corner kick to be taken by Carrera Garcia. This corner brought to you by Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Carrera Garcia looking to go short, it looks like. That'll bring some attention from the Greenville players. We'll take 2 players out of the box. This one's chipped in. Galindres. Fricky, they're going to say it was offside. I think Carrera Garcia was perhaps offside on the return ball from Galindres. So it'll be a free kick here for Greenville, and a deep breath for their coach John Harkes and their fans in attendance. Max Hemmings is on the field for Don Smart. Sub-sponsored by D1. Not quite as an attacking option as Don Smart. Max Hemmings can play fullback as well. He may sit back with Walker. Sit in the middle of that midfield, I should say. Here is Hemmings now looking for the 1-2 with Lomas. It's like Andrew Booth will go out to that right wing. Comes Mitzigan. Good tackle there by Fricky. The ball still with Chattanooga, and Ruiz looking to make some haywire here. Haywire into the box. Here's Galindres. He's double teamed though, and Booth comes away with it. Galindres goes down in theatrical fashion. Slow miss. Good control by the big man, Walker. Hemmings, a new introduction. Started the first 11 games this season before getting a rest. I mentioned he can play center back, center mid, which is where he is right now. Here's Morel on the left wing. Looking for a ball in. Finds Donnelly, gets it caught under his feet. A battle with Navarro, but only as far as Hemmings. Swing it back in, looking for Lomas. Headed away. Minsigan. That was poor. And we're going to have another stoppage in play. Referee William Steffen goes all the way down to the under end of the pitch. Not sure what's going on over there. Oh, there's your answer. It's Juan Galindres. Jimmy Ablader said Galindres has been a great addition both on and off the field. Said every team needs a great goal scorer. That's why you brought him in. He got a bit of a slow start off the bench, but then got scoring with the goals and really hasn't stopped. Now getting the chance to start. Said he had Greg Hurst last year, but he really didn't use him as a true 9. He more brought him in off the wing. Hurst playing more of a true number 9 with Omaha. And Blader said if you've got a strong spine along that 4, 6, 8, 9 spot with a good goalkeeper, you'll be on the top end, and that's where Chattanooga are right now. Sitting on top as things stand. Goal for Greenville would put them in first place, however. They came in only 1 point behind Chattanooga. Both teams with 6 wins on the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now beyond the 78th minute. This is your last call for alcohol. Once the clock hits the 80th minute,
Evan Lee with those trademark low socks.
At stadium concession.
We've got a goal in Madison. For Madison have taken the lead late in the first half against visiting Fort Lauderdale. This ball will trickle all the way back to Trilk. Villalobos. He's going along that right wing. In some space here is Ricketts. A win for Madison could vault them up into the playoff positions. Here's Ruiz. Good clearance there by Bricky. Nice work there by the captain, Carrera Garcia. Here comes Mitzigan. Picked off his toes, though, by Booth. And now here come Greenville going the other way. Morrell. Will he find Donnelly? No, he won't. Ramos played that one very effectively. Good work there by the 22-year-old. Vince again. Carrera Garcia. Going to make some inroads. Espana almost gives it away. Espana. Good possession here from Chattanooga. Trying to create a goal-scoring chance. Here's Ruiz, but a good tackle by Booth. No. Referee's going to say a free kick. Looked like Booth got the ball, but he must have got a piece of Ricky Ruiz as well. And now a very dangerous free kick position here for the home team. Just over 8 minutes to go. Taking a look at the replay. Ruiz looking to take on Booth. Yeah, Booth didn't get the ball. But all man, that's a easy free kick decision for referee Steffen. Andrew Booth will get a yellow card on that play.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee is
it's his 5th yellow card of the season. Booth, the 96th pick in the 2020 MLS draft by Minnesota. He wasn't signed though. So here we go with the free kick. Ruiz and Carrera Garcia standing over it. Plenty of big bodies in the box to aim for. Will be some more late heroics from Chattanooga. They've scored nine goals in the 75th minute or later this season. Will this be the 10th? I see Blake Frischnick on the field for Chattanooga. He must have had a substitution there during the chaos. Another big body in there for the home team. As referee's telling the Chattanooga substitutions to get out of the way. A little too close to the action there in the corner. Again, not much room around this field at CHI Memorial. It's going to be Carrera Garcia to take it with the right foot. Here comes the free kick delivery. Knocked away at the front post by Evan Lee. Good work there by the central defender. Just reacted to it quicker than everybody else. So Lachlan McLean is also in the game for Greenville. You see him there in the middle of that ruckus in front of Dallas Jay's goal. He's in for Alex Morrell. So good to see Lachlan McLean back on the pitch. Got off such a great start this season after that great campaign in 2020 that really saw the departure of Jake Keegan. Well, Morrell's going off now. The substitution hadn't quite been made yet. The substitution we mentioned brought to you by D1. We saw Blake Frischnick come on as Juan Galindres off, and there is Lachlan McLean finally, number 14 with those bright yellow boots. Goal for forward Madison was by Noah Fuson. Comes the long throw. Good clearance away there by Murillo. That one may leave the stadium. So approaching 5 minutes to go here. Just like their first meeting, Chattanooga and Greenville are tied at 1. There's another substitution brought to you by D1. Ronaldo Pineda on in place of Jimmy Villalobos. Jimmy Ableda throwing some fresh legs on here to try and get this home win. We asked Jimmy Ableda about the late goals. He thinks they know we're going to get a goal, he said. Sort of mentality thanks to these players they brought in and the training. He also said he starts yelling more with 10 minutes left. Not sure how that's possible. But here comes Dallas Shea with the goal kick. Good work by McLean there to flick it on. Walker trying to get the ball on the ground, under control. Ricketts. Ricky with the step up and interception. He'll just lob it down into the corner. Almost looks like Greenville now in a 4-3-3 with that attacking line of McLean, Lomas, and Donnelly. Leaves Walker, Booth, and Morrell in the middle. Though Donnelly now dropping back a little bit. That would make more sense. That Donnelly would drop into that Morrell wing role, leaving McLean and Lomas up front like they did to start the season so effectively. More fans with their back to their goal with 5 minutes to go. I'm not sure what's going on there, but come on, people. It's exciting soccer going on here. There's Marios Lomas with some space. He's got McLean in support. Cross is blocked nicely there by Navarro. It was a real dangerous moment there, though. Donnelly and McLean were lurking in the vicinity. Lomas just couldn't get that cross past Navarro. Maybe a throw, though, which Cesar Murillo will take. Murillo's throw is headed away. Back in by Hemmings. Down to Walker. His shot's blocked by Pineda. Greenville keeping it in, though. That one's lobbed into nowhere particularly dangerous. Trook will try to get things going quickly with the goal kick. He will do. A couple of minutes remaining in this one from CHI Memorial Stadium. Chattanooga took the lead in the first half via Jose Carrera Garcia's free kick. It was deflected. And Marius Lomas with the poacher's finish in the 59th to tie things up off an Aaron Walker assist. Here's Ricketts. Ramos. See Carrera Garcia screaming at his other central midfielders to help him out. Here comes a run from Navarro. Always makes midfielders think twice about who to mark when a central defender comes rampaging up the field. Can open up some space. Lomas looking for some help. Finds in the former Murillo, lobs it forward to the Australian, Lachlan McLean. Navarro's all over him, but good physical battle. Neither go to ground. McLean with the turn, looking for Aaron Walker in the box, in fact. Chattanooga will come away with it. This kick there by Fricky. Lachlan McLean hasn't played in the last 6 games. Working his way back to full fitness. Certainly not ready for 90 minutes just yet, but if he could pop up with a late winner here, that would be something else. Ramos will go all the way back to Trill. So we hear the packed drum in the background, imploring his team on to perhaps a late winner, another late winner. No shots on target in the second half for Chattanooga. Only the one shot for Greenville, and it went in off the foot of Marius Lomas. Minskin's crowded out. Here come Greenville. That's a poor touch there from Lomas. You can see what he was trying to do. There's a no-nonsense tackle there from Cesar Murillo. Take a few more seconds off the clock. And speaking of seconds, we'll see our time to be added on here in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official.
And it will be 6 minutes.
6 minutes of stoppage time.
6 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of this one. Don't forget to stick around with us after the game for the save of the game, the play of the match, as well as the highlights and full-time stats, as always. Dallas J taking his time. I'm not sure what's going on. Got a player down. And it is Andrew Booth. He's feeling the calf. John Harkes may have the option of bringing Cole McLagan on. Can play multiple positions like a lot of these players John Harkes likes to bring in. We're at halftime in the other later matchups. For Madison 1, Fort Lauderdale nothing, and Tormenta 1. Richmond, I think, so the two home teams with an advantage at the break there in the other two games this evening. Don't forget, 10 o'clock, Tucson against Union Omaha. I'll be bringing you that one. Dallas J will finally get us underway here. You have to think there'll be at least another minute added on to this one. We know what Chattanooga could do with added minutes in injury time. We saw it last weekend. Jay clears this one into the night. Good aerial duel win there by Frischnick. This one's lobbed forward. Evan Lee with a nice touch. And he'll just clear it downfield and waste some more seconds here. Tonight's attendance at CHI Memorial, 1,824. Nice turnout on a sticky summer evening. A lot of people, I'm sure, are away on vacation, etc. Great to see. There's Navarro. Villalobos. Excuse me, Espana on that left side. Back inside to Pineda. Ramos with some time. He swings it in, looking for the header, Frischnick. There'll be a tame header, though, right into the arms of a grateful Dallas J. This will be the fourth tie in the last 6 games for Greenville. 5th in the last 6 for Chattanooga. These tires, we mentioned it in the pregame, this is what has allowed the likes of Tormenta, Madison, New England to catch up with these top 3 that had separated for a little bit a few weeks ago. Still time for a winner in this one, though. Here's Walker. Donnelly out on that left side now, where Morrell was. That's given away by McLean. That ball may go out for a throw. No, it's going to be kept in, right in front of John Harkes. Here's Frischnick. Big physical presence. Former BYU Las Vegas Lights player. That one's going to be shepherded out well by Cesar Murillo. He's played well this evening. Has the fullback. Had a bit of a rough outing last weekend. He's redeemed himself this evening on that right flank. Let's take another look at this play by Murillo. Yeah, just good work there in the end. Some tired legs from both him and Espana.
Number 9, Mario Loma. Substitution sponsored by D1 Training Chattanooga.
Late substitution for Greenville. As Espana remains down, so definitely going to have to add on to this 6 minutes. So Jacob Goodall is going to make an appearance, so a defensive substitution for John Harkes. Marius Lomas coming off. So Harkes, he wanting to hold on to this point if he can. Greenville will have a short week. They play at Toronto on Friday night before going up to, before hosting Tormenta 8 days later. And then 8 days after that, trip to Fort Lauderdale. So there's Jacob Goodall, missed a few matches recently with a concussion sustained in practice. Appears to be all right this evening. That substitution presented by D1. Goodall, 24-year-old out of Florida, former Xavier Musketeer.
44, Ray Ortiz in the match. Leaving number 11, Jose Espana. Substitution sponsor.
Ray Ortiz also in the game, replacing the injured Josue Espana. Dallas J, a flurry of late subs here for both teams. Trying to find some fresh legs, perhaps to find a winner. Here's Frischnick. Plenty of Greenville players back though, and he's crowded out by Andrew Booth, who's run his socks off this evening. This one's cleared away by Maria, much to the disgust of the CHI Memorial crowd. So 15 seconds left in the original injury time, but you have to think there's going to be more added. Can Chattanooga find yet another late goal? And then we'll get a great chance at it here with a free kick on the edge of the box as Greenville crowd out to stop the quick free kick being taken. Well, we've been here before, folks. Set piece from the wing last week was enough to give get the late goal against North Texas for the 1-1 draw. Here's the replay of the foul by Walker. I think he got the ball and then sort of followed through into Ruiz's thigh. And the crowd knows this is a big moment. They've also been here before, either at home or watching on ESPN+. Ruiz is there, as well as Ray Ortiz. It is going to be Ortiz. He's going to have a crack at it. It's cleared away, though. J.J. Donnelly with an important header. Still in dangerous territory there. Ricketts with the right-footed cross. Half cleared by Lee. Now it will be cleared by Lachlan McLean, and that'll do it. Yet another draw in a meeting between top three sides. Chattanooga got the lead midway through the first half, thanks to Jose Carrera Garcia, but Greenville tied it up with Marius Lomas just before the hour mark. And both teams will take a point away from this one. It was a physical battle between two teams that will surely be competing at the end of this season for the title. Greenville continue to get healthy, so Lachlan McLean returned tonight. That man there, the captain, he was your player to watch and got the first goal of the game, but it was not to be the winner in the end. Let's take a look at the save of the game presented by the Chattanooga Hotel. Tim Troke didn't have a whole lot to do in this game. Came out to claim this one nicely, though. The edge of the 6-yard box. Let's take a look at tonight's play of the match, brought to you by Amigos. And that one will be the free kick strike by Jose Carrera Garcia. Got around the wall and then was deflected in, either off Dietrich or Polak. But no matter, it was the first goal of the game and the first goal of the season for Carrera Garcia. But it would be matched by Marius Lomas's goal in the second half. So stick around, we'll be back with full match highlights and stats after this one. Final score from CHI Memorial Stadium: Chattanooga 1, Greenville 1.
Of their very generous 2021 sponsors. They also want to thank you, the fans, for your support in hashtag #DefendTheDiz. In next home game this coming Saturday.
We offer a full array of dental treatment, and what that provides you as a patient is you're able to come to one place and get comprehensive care under one roof.
I've always been greeted with a smile. They know me when I call. I trust them.
We'd love to see you at Wood Creek Dental. Visit us at woodcreekdental.com.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
The day the world stopped, we found where to go. On, we're not going to leave any because we've learned that we're always there and made this good.
Welcome back to CHI Memorial Stadium, where the Chattanooga Rebels and the Greenville Triumph played to their second 1-1 draw of the season. Let's get to see how we got to that point with our full-time highlights brought to you by CHI Memorial. Early part of this game was dominated by Chattanooga, possession-wise, press-wise. 25th minute, though, we had a half chance by Greenville. Oh, excuse me, this was by Chattanooga. This was actually what led to the free kick, excuse me. Foul on the edge of the box by Evan Lee. And Jose Carrera Garcia would step up and finish his first goal of the season. It ended up being deflected. Dallas J had a good look at it, but he was already committed to that far post, and when it deflected into the center of the goal, he could do nothing about it. So Chattanooga with the 1-0 lead at the break. They would almost double their lead just after that. Galindrez with the turn through the legs of Lee, but right at Dallas J. In the center of his goal, right place at the right time for the Greenville keeper. So Chattanooga were looking for their second clean sheet of the season, and they were a half hour away from it, but Marios Lovis would spoil that party. This ball will go all the way out to Don Smart, back to Aaron Walker in plenty of space, and his lovely right-footed cross would find the volley finish by Marios Lomis, his 12th goal of the season. As Greenville come back to tie this one 1-1. Tim Trout could do nothing about that. The man from the Netherlands. Here are your full-time stats presented by Smartbank. Experienced Smartbank. 10 shots for Chattanooga in the end, 5 shots for Greenville. But the shots on target were very close, 4-3, as was the possession. No offsides for Greenville on the 5 total red cards. So once again, 2 top 3 teams meet in USL League One, and it ends in a draw. This one, Chattanooga 1, Greenville 1 from CHI Memorial. Stay tuned later tonight. The top team, well, now the second place team in League One, Union Omaha, will take on FC Tucson and see if they can get a win on the road there. But this one ends in a draw. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus. USL League One action finishes Chattanooga 1, Greenville 1. Thanks to all the staff behind the scenes. Thanks for tuning in this evening. It was a fun one. Not too much goal action, though, but either way, both teams will be happy with the point. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.